On the edge of a distant human colony, far beyond the known reaches of the galaxy, Kale worked quietly in the communications tower, scanning for routine signals from Earth and other colonies. He had always felt that life here was ordinary, slow, and safe. But today, something felt different. The sky was painted with two suns, one dim orange and the other bright white, casting long shadows over the metallic structures of the colony. Kale adjusted the frequency dial, expecting only the usual chatter from supply ships or maintenance drones. Suddenly, a sharp, clear signal broke through the static. Unlike anything he had ever heard, the tone was high, almost musical, yet carried a strange urgency. Kale leaned closer to the console, trying to understand. The letters that appeared on the screen were not human, not any language he had ever studied. Yet somehow, he felt that they were meant for him. A chill ran down his spine as the symbols rearranged themselves into words he could read. "I've been looking for you for years," Kale blinked, unsure if he was dreaming or if the console had somehow malfunctioned. But the words repeated, clearer this time. "I've been looking for you for years." Kale's heart raced. He had lived his entire life on this quiet colony, never expecting anything unusual, never imagining that someone or something was searching for him across the stars. His mind tried to reason it out. Maybe it was a prank, a test, or a glitch, but deep down he knew it was something else, something real. He glanced around the empty tower, the faint hum of machinery the only sound. It felt like the universe itself was holding its breath, waiting for his next move. Kale knew he could ignore the signal, continue his ordinary life, but something inside him pulled him forward, like a thread tugging at his soul. Outside, the colony seemed calm, but Kale noticed a shimmer in the sky, a faint trail of light moving against the wind. He frowned, thinking it might be a meteor, but it moved too steadily, almost deliberately. His pulse quickened. Could it be related to the message? Could it be the one who was calling him? Kale activated the universal translator, hoping it might help. The alien symbols glowed softly on the screen. As if alive, he traced his fingers over the markings, and for a brief moment, he felt a warmth spread through him, as if someone were reaching across time and space just to touch him. Suddenly, the signal changed. The words on the screen multiplied, creating a map, a route pointing far beyond the colony, beyond anything humans had explored. Kale's mind struggled to comprehend. His curiosity battled with fear. The unknown had always been dangerous, yet thrilling. As he stared at the glowing map, a low rumble shook the ground. Kale looked out the window, his eyes widening. Small ships, sleek and glowing, appeared in the sky. Unlike any human technology he had ever seen, they hovered silently, almost cautiously, as if waiting for him. Kale's instincts told him to run, to hide, but he could not move. His legs felt rooted to the floor. His heart drummed in his chest. He felt an invisible connection, a thread pulling him toward the strange ships, toward the one who had sent the message. The hum of the signal grew louder, filling the tower with sound, almost like a voice. Kale held his ears, but the voice was not painful. It was beautiful, soothing, and urgent all at once. It whispered his name softly, Kale. A sudden flash of light filled the room, and Kale shielded his eyes. When he looked again, the sky outside the tower was filled with energy trails, weaving patterns across the stars. The signal now felt alive, like it was guiding him, calling him to step into a destiny he could not yet understand. Kale took a deep breath, his mind racing. He knew he had a choice. Ignore it and remain safe, or follow it and step into a journey that could change everything he knew about himself and the universe. He swallowed hard, feeling a mix of fear and excitement. The message repeated once more, louder, clearer. "I've been looking for you for years." Kale's fingers tightened on the console, and for the first time in his life, he felt that life on this quiet colony was about to end, and a new, unimaginable adventure was about to begin. Kale barely had time to think before the ships in the sky shifted, glowing brighter as if reacting to his presence. The colony below trembled slightly as one of the vessels descended slowly, almost gracefully. Its surface shimmered like liquid metal, reflecting the twin suns in strange patterns. People in the colony ran for cover, shouting in fear and confusion, but Kale could not look away. His heart pounded, and a strange warmth spread through his chest. Like recognition, he knew, somehow, that this was who had sent the signal, the one who had been searching for him. The ship's hatch opened with a hiss, releasing a soft, golden light. Kale shielded his eyes, and when the light faded, he saw her. The alien woman stepped out, tall and elegant, with glowing eyes that seemed to pierce through his soul. Her long hair shimmered like the night sky, and her skin held a faint, ethereal glow. Kale felt his knees weaken. He had never seen anyone like her, yet in her gaze he felt a deep familiarity, as if they had known each other in another life. She smiled, a smile filled with joy and relief, and whispered his name, Kale. The colony watched in stunned silence, unsure if this being was friend or foe. But Kale could only hear her voice, warm and melodic. Calling him closer, he stepped forward instinctively, every instinct in his body urging him toward her. Suddenly, the alien woman raised a hand, and the ships above created a barrier around the colony, shimmering blue energy shielding the humans from the outside. Kale realized she was protecting him, and a new feeling surged inside him. Hope. She spoke again, her voice echoing through the communication systems of the colony. Kale, I have searched the stars for you, across galaxies and time. You are the one we have been waiting for, the one who can change everything. Kale's mind raced. Questions flooded him. Who was she really? How did she know him? And what did she mean by changing everything? Fear and excitement clashed within him. The alien woman stepped closer, her eyes locking onto his, and Kale felt a strange warmth in his chest. Like memories he could not remember trying to surface, she handed him a small, glowing device, its light pulsing like a heartbeat. This is your key, Kale. The universe has chosen you. Before Kale could ask anything, a low rumble shook the ground, louder and more violent than before. From the horizon, strange shadowy figures emerged, ships unlike the alien woman's, dark and jagged, moving with deadly precision. Kale's pulse quickened. These were not human. He sensed danger. Yet the alien woman remained calm, her hand still resting lightly on his shoulder. They have known of you too, Kale. They want the key, and they will stop at nothing. The shadow ships fired, energy beams slicing through the sky, hitting the ground near the colony. People screamed and ran, chaos spreading everywhere. Kale's instincts screamed at him to run, but he could not leave her, not now. The alien woman's eyes glowed brighter, and she raised her other hand, releasing a wave of energy that forced the enemy ships back. The ground trembled, trees bent, and the humans watching could only stare in awe and fear. Kale felt a surge of courage, something awakening inside him. He reached for the device in his hand, and it pulsed violently, as if responding to him. The alien woman nodded, as if acknowledging his first step toward his destiny. Kale, trust yourself, trust the key, and trust me, she said, her voice soft yet commanding, carrying a promise and a warning all at once. Kale swallowed hard, taking a deep breath. The chaos around him seemed distant now, focused only on the alien woman and the glowing device. He knew his life had changed forever. The signal was only the beginning, and the real journey, dangerous, mysterious, and powerful, was about to start. The alien woman extended her hand fully. Come with me, Kale. We do not have much time. The universe is waiting. Kale took a step forward, then another, and for the first time in his life, he felt the weight of destiny on his shoulders. He did not know what lay ahead, but he knew he could not turn back. The adventure, the danger, and the truth awaited, and the first step was taken. Kale followed the alien woman across the shimmering platform of her ship, his heart pounding. Each step felt like crossing into a world he had only dreamed about. The device in his hand pulsed softly, its light syncing with the rhythm of his heartbeat, as if alive. The interior of the ship was unlike anything Kale had ever seen. Walls flowed like liquid glass, glowing softly with colors he could not name. Symbols moved across the surfaces, forming patterns that seemed to tell a story he could almost understand. His mind swirled with wonder and fear. The alien woman led him to a central chamber, a vast space floating in what felt like both time and space. The ceiling, or maybe the sky, showed stars from countless galaxies spinning slowly, like the universe itself had bent to fit inside this room. She turned to him, her glowing eyes filled with a strange intensity. Kale, there is much you do not remember, but the universe remembers you. You are not here by chance. You were chosen long before you were born. Kale swallowed hard, confusion and curiosity battling within him. Chosen for what? He asked, his voice barely a whisper. The alien woman held up the glowing device. This key is more than a tool. It is a link to your true self. Kale, it carries the memories of your past, the power hidden inside you, and the destiny only you can fulfill. For years, I have searched for you across galaxies, following the threads of time that connect us. Kale stared at her, the words sinking slowly. The device suddenly pulsed violently, and a wave of images flooded his mind. He saw flashes of planets he had never visited, civilizations rising and falling, and himself, running, fighting, laughing. Though he could not remember any of it, a shiver ran down his spine. I don't understand. I've never seen any of this, he stammered. The alien woman stepped closer, her hand brushing his shoulder lightly, and Kale felt a warmth he could not explain. Your mind was shielded to protect you, Kale. The universe held back your memories until the time was right. Now, they're waking, and you must learn quickly, for there are those who would take the key from you, and the consequences would be catastrophic. Suddenly, alarms blared through the ship, and Kale felt a ripple of fear. They have found us, the alien woman said, her calm voice masking urgency. The ones who hunt the key know you are awake, and they will come for you. But you are ready, Kale. You just do not know it yet. Kale gripped the device tighter. Its light now almost blinding. He could feel something stirring inside him, a power he had never known. The air seemed charged, vibrating with energy, and he realized the alien woman was not just protecting him. She was awakening him. Close your eyes, she whispered. Let the key guide you. Feel the connection. Let the universe speak to you. Hesitantly, Kale shut his eyes, and suddenly he was no longer in the chamber. He was standing on a barren planet, stars swirling above. Feeling the wind of countless worlds against his skin, he saw visions of himself flying across galaxies, saving civilizations, and standing against forces beyond imagination. The alien woman's voice echoed in his mind. This is who you are, Kale. This is your path. The key is your guide, and I am here to help you walk it. But the choice is yours to accept it or to deny it. Kale's chest tightened, his mind reeling. Fear and awe collided. Yet beneath it all, he felt a spark of courage, a determination he had never known. He understood, somehow, that his ordinary life on the colony was gone, replaced by something vast, dangerous, and extraordinary. The vision faded, and he opened his eyes to find the alien woman still before him, calm and glowing. Do you understand now, Kale? She asked softly. Kale nodded slowly. Though words failed him, the device in his hand glowed brighter. Reacting to the awakening inside him, he felt alive in a way he never had, like the universe itself was flowing through his veins. Outside the ship, he sensed movement, the shadow ships from before approaching faster, but he no longer felt helpless. The alien woman's hand on his shoulder was steady, grounding him. It is time, she said, her voice firm yet comforting. Time to face them, and time to embrace who you truly are. Kale's eyes hardened with determination. The universe had called him, and he would answer. No matter the danger, no matter the unknown, his journey had begun, and nothing could turn him back now. Kale's heart pounded as the shadow ships from before tore across the sky, their dark forms cutting through the stars. The alien woman's grip on his shoulder was firm, steadying him, yet he could feel the tension in her aura, a warning that danger was closer than ever. Kale, we do not have much time, she said, her voice urgent yet calm. They will not wait, and neither can we. Before he could respond, a surge of energy erupted from the device in his hand, lighting the floor beneath them with blinding pulses. Kale stumbled, overwhelmed but the alien woman's voice guided him. Focus, Kale. The key responds to you. Trust it. Outside, the colony below was chaos. Humans running in panic. Energy beams slicing through the sky as the shadow ships fired. Kale felt a mixture of fear and exhilaration. His life on this quiet planet had ended, and now every second mattered. The alien woman led him to a smaller craft, sleek and silver. Unlike the massive ship they had arrived in, its engines hummed with power, ready to launch at a moment's notice. Kale's hands shook as he held the device, sensing the energy building inside him. Step in, Kale, and do not hesitate, she commanded, and together they climbed aboard, the hatch sealing behind them. The controls responded to her touch, as if alive, and Kale realized the ship was partly controlled by the device he carried. The moment they lifted off, the shadow ships pursued them, twisting and turning through the atmosphere with deadly precision. Kale gripped the console, unsure if he was ready for this. Yet the device pulsed in his hand, almost guiding his thoughts. Kale, focus on the energy, the alien woman said, her eyes glowing brighter. Feel it flow through you. It is not just a tool. It is a part of you. He closed his eyes, breathing deeply, letting the energy course through him. A sudden surge of power shot from his fingertips, striking one of the enemy ships, and Kale gasped in shock as it exploded midair. The rush of control thrilled and terrified him. The alien woman smiled, a rare, fleeting expression. Good, Kale, you are beginning to understand, but they will not stop and neither can you. The chase twisted through the alien sky, narrow canyons and floating rock formations whizzing past as the two ships danced between the enemy fire. Kale felt his senses heighten. He could anticipate the enemy's moves, the device guiding him like a second mind. Suddenly, a massive shadow ship broke formation, heading directly for them. Its energy weapons glowed bright, threatening to tear the smaller craft apart. Kale felt panic rising, but the alien woman leaned close, her voice calm, yet commanding. Now, Kale, trust yourself. A beam of energy shot from the device, connecting with the alien ship, and Kale felt a rush of power he could not explain. The ship shuddered, twisted, then exploded in a flash of light, sending shockwaves through the atmosphere. The other shadow ships faltered, momentarily surprised by the display. Kale's confidence surged. He was no longer just a passenger. He was becoming a force, a player in a battle far larger than he had imagined. The alien woman's gaze softened. Kale, the journey ahead will test you. Not just your strength, but your mind and heart. There are truths you must face, enemies you cannot yet see, and choices that will define worlds. Kale nodded, feeling both fear and determination. He glanced at the stars streaking past, feeling the pull of the universe in his veins. The chase was only the beginning, and the enemy would stop at nothing, but neither would he. As the two ships vanished into a cluster of floating rocks, Kale realized one thing clearly. He was no longer the ordinary man from a quiet colony. He was something more, something chosen, and the true test of his powers was just beginning. The alien woman placed her hand on his shoulder, her glowing eyes meeting his. Kale, we're not just running. We are preparing. The real fight is coming, and you will need all your courage and power to survive it. Kale gritted his teeth, feeling the energy of the device surge stronger than ever. The chase had begun, but he knew the path ahead would be even more dangerous. The stars themselves seemed to hold their breath, waiting for what was to come. Kale gripped the glowing device tightly, his pulse racing as the alien woman guided their ship through a twisting nebula of floating crystals. Light bounced off the surfaces in millions of colors, dazzling his eyes and making the universe feel alive, yet dangerous. Kale, she said, her voice calm but urgent, we are almost at the sanctuary, the place where the truth of your past is kept. Once you see it, nothing will ever be the same. Kale swallowed hard, curiosity and fear battling inside him. He had survived the chase, discovered his powers, and now he was about to face secrets older than any human civilization. The ship glided into a massive chamber carved from living crystal, pulsating with energy that seemed to breathe. The walls displayed shimmering images of countless worlds, civilizations rising and falling in flashes. Kale felt dizzy as visions of events he could not remember pressed against his mind. The alien woman turned to him, her glowing eyes soft yet intense. Kale, these visions are fragments of your true life, the life that was hidden from you for your own protection. You were chosen before birth, marked by the universe to unite humans and alien civilizations against a threat that could destroy all worlds. Kale's mind reeled. Me chosen? I'm just an ordinary man from small colony. How could I be this? She reached out and placed her hand over his heart. And suddenly, Kale felt a warmth spreading through his chest. A flood of memories crashed into him. Images of himself traveling through space, fighting unknown enemies, and touching lives on distant worlds. Yet everything was hazy, like a dream slipping away. They hid your memories to keep you safe, she said. But now the time has come. Kale, the prophecy calls for you to awaken fully. The device you hold is the key to unlocking your true potential. And with it, you can change the fate of countless worlds. Kale's hands shook, holding the glowing device closer. He could feel energy coursing through him, stronger than ever, vibrating with life. But I don't even know how to control it, he whispered. The alien woman smiled, a hint of pride in her glowing eyes. Control comes with trust. Kale, trust in yourself, trust in the key, and trust in the path the universe has chosen for you. Your fear is natural, but cannot stop what is meant to happen. Suddenly, alarms blared across the sanctuary, energy rippling through the walls. Kale spun toward the entrance, and his heart sank. Shadow ships, faster and more numerous than before, pierced the nebula, heading straight for them. They are here, the alien woman said calmly, yet her eyes narrowed. They know the prophecy, Kale, and they will not let you claim your destiny without a fight. But you are ready, even if you do not yet realize it. Kale felt the device pulse violently in his hands. As if alive, he sensed a strange energy connecting him to the sanctuary, to the alien woman, and to the stars themselves. His body tingled with power he had never known, and for the first time, he felt capable of facing what was coming. The shadow ships fired, energy beams slicing through the crystal chamber. Kale dodged instinctively, feeling the device guide him. His senses heightened. He could anticipate the enemy's moves, like the universe was showing him the way. The alien woman raised her hands, releasing waves of energy that deflected the attacks, protecting both Kale and the sanctuary. Kale, now you must decide, she said urgently. Will you accept who you are, the power within you, and the destiny waiting for you? Or will you turn away and let the darkness win? Kale took a deep breath, his chest tightening with fear and determination. He looked at the glowing device, then at the alien woman, and finally at the approaching enemy. The answer was clear. I am ready, he said, his voice firm, filled with courage he did not know he had. The device pulsed brighter than ever, reacting to his resolve, and Kale felt a surge of energy flowing through him, through the sanctuary, through the very stars. The alien woman nodded, her smile confident. Good, Kale, because the real battle is about to begin. The enemy will test every part of you, and only by embracing your true self can you survive and protect everything that matters. Kale gritted his teeth, feeling the universe itself responding to his awakening. The shadow ships drew closer, the light of their weapons painting streaks across the crystal walls. Yet Kale no longer felt powerless. He was ready to fight, to awaken, to step fully into the destiny that had been waiting for him for years. The prophecy had begun, and Kale knew there was no turning back. Kale's pulse raced as the shadow ships surged into the crystal sanctuary. Energy beams slicing through the air, sparks flying as they collided with the walls. The alien woman stood beside him, calm yet commanding, her glowing eyes scanning the enemy, every movement precise and deadly. Kale, she said, her voice strong and urgent. Now is the time. Trust the device, trust yourself, and fight with everything you have. Kale nodded, gripping the glowing device tightly. feeling its power coursing through him. Vibrating with the energy of countless worlds, the enemy ships fired again. And this time Kale reacted instinctively, a beam of light shooting from the device, striking the closest ship, sending it spinning into a crystal wall. The other shadow ships paused, wary of the sudden display of power. Kale's confidence surged, yet fear lingered. These enemies were powerful, relentless, and they would not stop. The alien woman raised her hands, releasing waves of energy that pushed the enemy ships back, creating a protective barrier around Kale and the sanctuary. "Good, Kale, you are beginning to control it," she said, "but you must push further. The key is not just a weapon, it is a part of you." Kale closed his eyes for a moment, letting the device guide him, and suddenly he felt a surge unlike anything before. Energy flowed from him through the sanctuary and into the stars themselves. He could sense the universe responding, bending to his will. The shadow ships lunged again, faster and more aggressive, but Kale anticipated their movements, moving the energy from the device in precise strikes. One by one, ships exploded, torn apart by beams of light that seemed almost alive. Yet the enemy was relentless. A massive ship emerged from the shadows, larger and darker than the rest. Pulsating with a terrifying energy, Kale's heart tightened. This was no ordinary opponent. "Kale, focus!" the alien woman shouted. "This is your test, the true challenge. You must combine your strength with mine to survive this." Kale nodded, feeling the energy surge within him. Stronger, more controlled, he extended his hands, the device glowing brighter than ever, and the alien woman mirrored his movements, her powers flowing into his, creating a wave of energy that expanded outward. The massive enemy ship hesitated, caught in the growing power. Kale felt his mind sharpen, senses heightened. He could see the enemy's weak points, the patterns in their attacks. Every movement predicted before happened. "Now, Kale!" the alien woman shouted, and together they released a combined blast of energy, brighter than 1,000 suns, striking the massive ship directly, tearing through its defenses, sending it spinning into the void. The remaining shadow ships faltered, some retreating, others destroyed by Kale's newfound control. The sanctuary trembled, energy crackling through the walls, yet Kale felt no fear, only a growing sense of purpose. The alien woman placed her hand on Kale's shoulder, her eyes glowing warmly. "You have done well, Kale, but this is only the beginning. There are more enemies, more challenges, and the universe itself is watching, waiting to see if you can rise to your destiny." Kale looked out at the horizon, where smoke and debris from the battle swirled among the stars. His chest heaved, adrenaline and energy coursing through him. He had faced the enemy, discovered powers he never imagined, and survived. For the first time, Kale understood the weight of his destiny, and he welcomed it. He was no longer the ordinary man from a quiet colony. He was a force to be reckoned with, chosen by the universe itself. The alien woman smiled, a hint of pride and relief in her eyes. "Kale, the battle has been won, but the war continues. There are truths you must uncover, places you must visit, and choices you must make. You have only scratched the surface of your power." Kale's fingers tightened on the device, feeling its energy merge with his own. "I'm ready," he said firmly. "I will face whatever comes next." The alien woman nodded, her eyes glowing brighter than ever. "Good, Kale, because the journey is far from over, and the universe has many tests yet for you. Together, we will face them, and nothing will stop us." Kale looked to the stars, feeling the power, the responsibility, and the destiny waiting for him. The epic battle had changed him, awakened him, and prepared him for what lay ahead. The enemy ships had been defeated, but Kale knew this was only the beginning. The universe was vast, full of mysteries and dangers, yet he felt ready, stronger, and unstoppable. Kale stood on the edge of the crystal sanctuary, the glow of the destroyed shadow ships still lighting the sky. His chest heaved from the battle, yet his heart felt lighter, stronger, as if a new purpose had filled the space that fear once occupied. The alien woman stepped beside him, her hand brushing his shoulder lightly, her eyes glowing softly in the aftermath of the fight. "Kale," she said, her voice warm yet serious. "You have done what few could, but this is only the beginning. The universe still calls, and your journey has only just started." Kale looked out at the stars, feeling the energy of the device merging with his own power. He felt connected to every world he had never seen, every life he could help save, and every challenge that awaited him. His mind raced with questions, yet for the first time, he felt a strange certainty. "Oh, who were those shadow ships?" he asked, his voice steady. "And why were they after me?" "They are part of a larger threat," the alien woman explained, "one that spans galaxies, one that fears the awakening of your power. Kale, they know the prophecy, and they will stop at nothing to prevent it, but you have proven you are ready to face it." Kale swallowed hard, the weight of responsibility pressing on him. Yet it no longer felt unbearable. He looked at the alien woman, feeling an unspoken bond between them. "Then, what now?" he asked. The alien woman's eyes sparkled with energy. "Now, Kale, we continue. We journey to the next galaxy, where answers await, allies and enemies alike. The key in your hand is not just a weapon, it is a guide, and it will show you the path. If you trust it, if you trust yourself." A sudden pulse of light shot from the device, illuminating the sanctuary in a dazzling glow. Kale felt it respond to his determination, almost alive, almost like it recognized him as its master. He took a deep breath, feeling courage surge through his veins. "Then we go together," Kale said firmly, determination in his voice. "I won't run. I won't hide. I will face whatever comes, no matter how dangerous it is." The alien woman smiled, pride evident in her glowing eyes. "Good, Kale, because the universe will test you in ways you cannot imagine, and only by embracing your true power can you survive and protect everything that matters. But I will be with you, guiding you every step of the way." Outside, the stars shimmered with untold possibilities. Entire galaxies waiting to be explored. The remnants of the shadow ships burned brightly in the distance, a reminder of the challenges they had overcome. Yet Kale knew more dangers would follow, each greater than the last. He felt the device pulse once more, a soft, steady rhythm like a heartbeat. And Kale realized that the journey was not just about fighting enemies. It was about discovering who he truly was, the strength within him, and the connections that bound him to the universe. The alien woman extended her hand, glowing softly in the starlight. "Come, Kale, the next adventure awaits. The universe is vast, full of mysteries, and it has chosen you to walk its path. Are you ready?" Kale took her hand without hesitation, the warmth and energy of her presence filling him with resolve. "I am ready," he said, his voice strong, unwavering. "Let's go." As the two of them stepped toward the ship, the stars stretched endlessly before them, the device glowing between them like a beacon. Kale felt a surge of power and hope. The battles had begun, the truths had been revealed, and yet the universe still held countless secrets, waiting for him to uncover. The alien woman looked at him, her voice a whisper yet echoing across the stars. "Our journey has just begun, Kale, and together, we will face the darkness, we will fight, we will discover, and we will rise." Kale nodded, feeling the weight and thrill of destiny. The prophecy had started with him, but it would not end here. The universe was vast, full of wonders, dangers, and challenges, and he would meet every one of them. As they boarded the ship, the stars stretched before them like a sea of possibilities, the alien woman at his side, the device glowing between them. Kale felt alive, powerful, and ready. The journey had just begun, and nothing, not darkness, not fear, not enemies, could stop him now. The universe awaited, and Kale would answer its call.